Hello everyone, we are back to chapter 3 once again. We are going to be doing section 3.3 from your packet. The main idea here is the word coefficient. Coefficient means a number in front of a variable, and when nothing is there, like this one, we assume the number 1. The same 3 steps we have used before to solve are there. We've only added one simple step of combining like terms first. Now, like terms mean you have the same variable or letter, but the numbers in front are different, and you combine them as best you can. In this case, 3 plus 5 make 8, and I continue using the 8n. First, I do an addition of 4, and then at the very last step, a division of 8. And we get an answer of 2. Now, let's take a look then at this problem here. As you could see, these two are like terms as these two are like terms. 2 minus 8 is minus 6, and 5 minus 3 is going to be a plus 2y equals 18 minus 12 is going to be 6. We combine whatever terms we can. Then we do opposites, just like before. We add the 6, and you get 2y equals 12. The opposite of multiplying by 2 is divide, and the answer is 6. Now, some people say it doesn't matter whether the variable is on the left or the right. It does matter, especially when you start talking about inequalities. And so I'm trying to get you ready for that topic. And so for all practical purposes, we try to keep our variable letter unknown on the left side. Here I can see I can combine 4 plus 3 makes 7x plus 8 equals negative 13, and we just keep going. Subtract 8. And you get 7x equals to negative 21. Do a final divide down there, and we get negative 7. And so we always do opposites when we are solving. Moving on to another example, when you have fractions, don't panic. Let's do the easy stuff first. Let's move these two together. Now notice they have the same denominator. And so all I do is 4k minus k over 3 over here, plus 6 equal to negative 6. Now remember what we said, when nothing is in front, we assume a 1. 4k minus 1k is going to be 3k over 3 plus 6 equal negative 6. We can easily divide these two to make a simple k. And now we get down to this. And then we do opposites, negative, negative, and then we're going to get k equals to negative 12. Don't panic if you have fractions, just follow them, work them through step by step, and you'll be okay. Just because they have parentheses doesn't mean that they're going to be hard. We pretty much break them open, and we are going to combine the n with a 3n and the 5 with a minus 6. N, which is 1, plus 3 make 4n. 5 minus 6 is minus 1. We can divide these two and get a negative 5. And then we pretty much do what we normally would. Add 1. You get negative 4, divide by 4, and you get an answer of negative 1. Here we have decimals. Again, this is why arithmetic and good arithmetic skill is very important. We don't want to miss something important here. We can see that these two are combining as well as those two are combining. 4.5 plus 6.0. I like to put a decimal point to make sure I don't lose something. Sometimes we put a 6 under the 5 thinking that that's what you're going to get, when in fact it's going to be over 1 decimal place to the left. And that's going to be 10.5. Now, a minus and another minus is going to get to be a bigger minus. Let me put 3.5 and 1.5. And you're going to see that you're going to get negative 5.0. And so this is just going to be negative 5 and equals 15. Then we follow through. Subtract 10.5. Line up your decimals. Add a 0 there so that you won't make mistakes. And as you could see, we borrow from here. We're going to get 4.5 left over. And then we divide by negative 5. And the answer is going to be a negative and 0, because we know that 5 into 4.5 won't go, but it will be 0.9. 0.9. Negative 0.9. So do not fear the decimals and fractions. They'll work themselves out. This may be a TSI type of question. Consecutive means one after the other, like the numbers 6, 7, and 8, or 7, 8, and 9. There are two ways to do this. There's an algebra way, where we start looking at variables, and there's an arithmetic way. Let me show you the two methods side by side, algebra and arithmetic. Now I want to take a quick guess in arithmetic. I want to start with maybe 10 plus 11 plus 12. And we can see that that number is 33. That's way too low. Maybe I'll try 15 plus 16 plus 17. And let me see if that's any closer. 15, 16, and 17. That's 11, 18, carry 1. That's 48. It's getting closer. And I take some other guesses. 18, 19, and 20. Let's see. 17, carry 1. I got 57. I went too far. I have to back it up a little bit. So maybe I can go with maybe, let's see, 16, 17, and 18. Let's see, 13 and 8 will be, let's see now, 21, carry the 2. 51, that's too much, so it must be 17, 18, and 19. Let's see, 15, let's see, 24, carry the 2, there it is, 17, 18, and 19. As you could see, the arithmetic was about a little bit of very smart guessing. The algebra way. The first one is x, the next one is 1 over, and the next one after that is 1 more after that. And these three things have to equal to 54. 3x plus 3 now equals 54. Take away 3 from both sides, and you get 3x equals 51. Divide by 3. And let's see, 3 into 51 is going to go once. And you're going to get 17. So the first one is going to be 17, 18, and 19. So you see, the algebra way and the arithmetic way are very closely related. This one may be a little bit easier, less guessing, but arithmetic has been with you for a very long time. And so arithmetic may be the way to go if you have no clue on how to read the question. Once again, this is lesson 3.3, and we'll be doing pretty much the same thing on the next lesson.